Following the first industrial revolution due to the invention of the steam engine, the second industrial revolution that entered the mass production system, and the third industrial revolution based on the internet and computers. The fourth industrial revolution is currently underway. It is true that the three industrial revolutions have evolved the lives of mankind so far, but the impact of the fourth industrial revolution that is going on now is not comparable to that before. The cutting-edge scientific technology of the fourth industry can improve human life, but if it is misapplied and abused, it is because there is a dysfunction at the same time that the quality of human life is rather largely deteriorated. In order to prevent this from the rationality and logical development pattern centered on the left brain of human beings who only pursued material prosperity, philosophy and spiritual awakening based on the empty ability of the right brain, which had been neglected so far, is now a necessary time for mankind. In the fourth industrial revolution, the convergence between technologies occurs through artificial intelligence, robot technology, big data, Internet of Things, and autonomous driving, and the boundaries of industry disappear, and robots replace most of human jobs and become a hyper-connected society. Here, if the political powers fall into the temptation of dark desires, information is distorted through the control of the media. The people are rather monitored, the path of wealth rise is blocked, and there is also the risk of being transformed into a society controlled by big brothers. In the past, during the Middle Ages, or when there was a slave feudal system, until even the last 100 years ago, the ruling classes lived by suppressing not only foreigners but also their own citizens as slaves. In the 21st century, when science is at its heyday and the fourth industry blossoms, what will happen if politicians collide with financial forces to form a culture, become vested, and fall into the temptation to return to the times of the past? In a new digital society, if there is a sign of dreaming of an era in which a small number of elite forces rule over a large number of the masses using new technologies such as artificial intelligence and big data, humanity will rapidly retreat from the times. This is the dark shadow of the fourth industrial revolution. As the coronavirus pandemic progresses all over the world at the same time, fear spreads and the economy quickly collapses due to social distancing. We should all be alert and watch what is going on. Today, the world is interdependent as never before. which is why we need a keen sense of the oneness of whole human beings. We have to take the whole of humanity into account. We have to understand what we have in common with everyone else. Dalai Lama.